Hi designers, and welcome to episode 7. Let's animate using drivers. First off, of course, you're export from Sketch or Figma to Printable. I'm gonna select my artboards in Sketch and import selected artboards. As explained in the last episode, as this is a long desktop scroll, first thing to do in Printable is to resize the artboard until we only see one page in a preview. Let's make it scrollable next. Select your folder, for me it's called Scroll, and change its vertical property to Scroll. As explained in the last episode, if your scroll isn't working, try resizing the folder or the artboard first. So that's what I'm going to do, and check out if it's working properly. I'm happy with what I see in the preview, so next let's deal with something new and exciting. Let's create a parallax effect with drivers. In the exercise file that I prepped for you, you can find on page 2 a folder I called Moving Group. To create a parallax effect, we're going to have this group moving at a different pace than the scroll, and that's what we're going to reach using drivers in Printable. On your toolbar, you will find the drivers menu. Go ahead and open it, and you will see the selected folder of their moving group. To create a new driver, just tap on that little blue icon, and in this case select opacity, and you'll see you added a new opacity driver to moving group. The little flag on what looks like a timeline that says 0 right now is very important. So right now at point 0 in time, your opacity is 100. Let's change that to 0. That means invisible. Then, dragging the flag along, let's go to a later point in time on the second page in terms of the scroll and change the opacity to 100 there. Now we've set a starting point and an end point, as with every animation in Printable. So my element will go from 0 opacity to 100 within this time frame that I defined in the driver's menu with the little flag. What does that mean? We will check it out in a second in the preview. If you look closely, you can see that scrolling up and down, the moving group appears slowly. Next, we will need a second driver on the vertical axis. So add a new driver and select center Y. Move up the moving group to the top of your page for point 0 in time, because that's the starting point. Then drag your flag to where the other flag ends, which is on your second page, and put your moving group in its final destination. That is where you initially designed it to be in your static layout. And that's it. You can already go check out your parallax effect in the preview window. The next effect I prepared for in the exercise file is a delay in appearance. So you can see all of those burger pictures, and we will want to have them appear one by one to create a nice effect of a gallery view. We'll start by selecting burger 1 and creating an opacity driver for it. The starting point in time is now later, let's say on the second page, so one page before the burger page, and the destination time is now the third page. Depending on how big your artboard is in Sketch, you can also calculate that beforehand, but you can also go with the flow and measure with your eye. Make sure the burger is at 0 opacity on first point in time and 100 at your final destination. Once it looks as you wish, repeat for all the other burgers. You can do that one by one or all together. So now you have defined the appearance for all of them at the same time. To create a delay, I'm gonna just select the single drivers and play around with the length of the driver with the starting point and the end point of the drivers we created. As always, if I like what I see in the preview, I know I'm done. So when you're ready to look at your prototype as a whole, make sure that the little flag in the drivers is set to 0 as a starting point. Then you can just hit the little camera icon and start recording and exporting. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!